Good morning. How is everyone today? Whoops. We are going to be doing the month of August. Whoops. We are going to be doing the month of August. And I'm going to share this out. Hey, Jamie. Good morning. Let's see. I'm going to share this out to all my people who normally come, so they know I was running a little behind this morning, but I made it. So thank you for the populars. Hi, Kristen. Good morning. How's it going? You guys grab your engagement points. We are going to be working on August today. My paper has a little spot on it. I think I might need to get another one. I'm going to change my paper out because my desk was dirty and I put it down. I should have checked my desk before I set it down. That's all right. I'll just get another one. Good morning, Rhonda. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well on this Wednesday morning. I was running a little behind, so that's why I'm a little late getting on this morning. I just had some things that I had to get done this morning, and they took me longer than I expected and all the things. So, but I'm having to get a new piece of paper because I cut mine, but it had some spots on it, and I don't want to use it because the picture that we're doing for August is super cute, but it's light colors, and I don't want to have dirt on my paper and then it show through the colors, because we're going to do, Carrie submitted a really cute picture for us for August, so that's the one we're going to do, and I'll show it to you in just a second as soon as I get my paper cut. I'll show you what it looks like. It's a cute little lemonade stand. I'm so excited because this is my birthday month. August is my birthday month. So we're going to do a cute little lemonade stand for my birthday month, which is exciting. It's definitely something that we can all draw and do together. It's not going to be too difficult, although the ones that I think are not going to be difficult are usually the ones that end up being the hardest. So I probably shouldn't say that. Hey, Feral Mom. Good morning. Thanks for the heart me's. How are you guys this morning? All right. We are going to, of course, be using our Meeden palette. We're going to be using, I have both of them here. And let's see, super cute idea for May, but I wasn't sure. Oh, Jamie, you can always reach out to me and send me ideas. I love getting ideas from you guys. If it's something I think I can do, I will always consider those ideas for sure. So don't hesitate to reach out to me if you guys have ideas for things. We've got September, October, November, and December still coming up to do. So if you guys have ideas for any of those months, send them to me and I can make a collection of them and we can all decide together. I am totally open to that. I want this to be something that we, obviously we all want to do things that are fun to paint that we enjoy. So it's nice to get y'all's input. I don't want to be the one that's always deciding what we're going to do. So, sorry, you guys, my throat, my allergies are just like, ugh, all over the place today. My husband sneezed so many times last night, I thought I was going to have to give him some extra mouth-to-mouth or something. He was like, just like losing it. He was sneezing. I bet he sneezed 30 times in a row. That's not unusual for him, though. He sneezes a lot, like all the time. As long as I've known him, he's been that way, but he got really bad last night and just was sneezing one sneeze after another. I think his record is like 87 sneezes in a row, which to me sounds insane, but it totally is. And that was when we started counting, so. Aw, thank you, Rhonda. I needed to hear that this morning. I was really struggling this morning trying to get things done and get on here on time and all the things. And then I finally just was like, I'm not going to put that pressure on myself. I'm just going to get what I need done and get on here whenever I have the chance to get on. So that's why I was running a little behind this morning. So thank you for saying that. All right, guys, we are going to be doing the month of August. Good morning, Carrie. How are you? Good morning, Cynthia. How are you? Hey, Sassy Chassis. How are you? Oh, okay, Sassy. Okay, well, this is going to be a fun one today. And we would love for you to join our community. We come on here every day and paint together. So much fun. Currently, we're working on a calendar, a 12-month calendar for 2026. And I'm also a nutritionist. So I'm here, you know, if you have questions about nutrition, I would be happy to try to answer them for you. And if I don't know the answer, I will certainly find them out for you. So I looked it up, and it is a thing some people do. The page for my house remodel is Pamela Tyner. It's P-A-M as in Mary, E-L-A-T-I-N as in Nancy, E-R, Pamela Tyner. So that is our, that's our reno page, and it's all of the renovations that we do that we've been doing on our house. And the one that for the day that we bought the property is pinned at the top. And so you can see like all of the stuff. I'll write it down for you guys. So it's Pamela Tyner. Yeah, Pamela Tyner right here. That's her page. It's Handmade Homestead is the name of the homestead. Okay. Oh, we're not on YOUTUBE. We're not on that yet. But when we have a channel, but we haven't uploaded anything yet. And our channel is Handmade Homestead. So, but our reno stuff on TikTok is the Pamela Tyner page. Yes, Pamela Tyner is the TikTok page. All right. Okay, guys, we are going to be doing August today, so I'm super excited about this one. Carrie sent this one in, and I just loved it. I didn't even look for any additional ones because I wanted to use this one because it's going to be something that's really simple and easy for us to do, and also super cute. So this is what it looks like. So you guys get ready to screenshot if you want to screenshot, but we're going to do this cute little lemonade stand. Hopefully you guys all love it. I think it's just super, super cute. I think we'll be able to do something really nice with this. Now I know, remember, this is only our inspiration. Okay, we're going to do our own thing, but I think it's super, super cute. So everyone take your screenshot currently. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hopefully everybody got their screenshot of that. If you need to see it again, just post a comment, and I'm happy to show you the inspo pic anytime you need it. Okay, we are going to be using the Meeden palette today. So let me just go through our supplies. I know that most of you know them, but I like to go through them for all the new people. We're going to use our Meeden palette. This one is the 96 color palette. It has the fold-out palette for mixing. It has the, oh, thanks for the heart, me mom. It has the pencil, the brush, which is really nice, and the eraser, and 2 art sponges. It's got 30 metallic colors. It's got 12 macaroon colors, and it's got 6 of your neons, and then 48 of your regular ones. Okay. So that is the 96 color palette. So we will be using this. Now this also detaches. Okay. So we will use that. Also, I always have to plug my Ride or Die 48 color palette that I've had for over a year and a half. It is my very favorite palette. Obviously, it is a hot mess. I use it every single day. And this palette also comes with the brush and the pencil and the eraser, 1 sponge. Your palette is in the back, and then it comes with 48 colors, 6 metallics, and 6 neons are included in those 48 colors. So this is a great palette if you want to learn how to blend and mix colors really well, because you don't have all of the colors, as many color options, so you can blend and mix and learn how to get your color palettes done. So I really like that about this palette, but also I love the fact that this palette has just been such a good, like, I've used it every single day for over 1.5 years. And it definitely is, I still have plenty of paint left. The only thing that I've replaced is the white, but everything else is the original paints in this palette. And now I am running a little low on the gold and a little low on the yellow orange. But for the most part, all of these, I mean, it's so buttery and creamy and so bright in pigment that you end up with so much, like, you don't have to use as much paint. So I really, really, you know, it's lasted me, like I said, 1.5 years I've had this palette, and I've literally used it multiple times a day for at least 1 year, if not 1.5 years. Love, love, love this palette. And it's really, really good bang for your buck. As far as the sponge, it's for drying your brush. Like, you know how we dry our brush? I dry my brush with a paper towel and I go to pick up pigment with it. You can use the sponge to do that. So you can dip in your water, get your stuff, and if you need to dry it, you can just dry your brush on the sponge. That's what I used mine for all that time. You know, if you want to get a little bit of water off your brush, you can touch it to the sponge and it'll absorb that water so you don't have so much water in your brush. So it's really for controlling your water flow on your brush. And as you can see, I've used mine. This one I rinsed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed to try to get it clean. It's just not going to be clean because I use it, you know, quite frequently when I'm doing my ornaments. I just tap my brush to it so it takes a little bit of that water off of my brush so it's not so watery. So hope that helps, Kristen. Okay. All right, so we're using this palette, or we're using our Meeden palette. So we may use the 48, we may use the 96, depending on what colors we're going to need. We are going to need yellows today, so I'm going to use the 96 because my yellow-orange is running low in my 48 color palette. So I'm going to end up using the 96 color one today. But my yellow-orange is running low in my 48 color palette, so I'm going to end up using the 96 color one today. But I will help you if you need help deciding on colors out of the 48 color palette as well. So we'll use our swatches to figure that out. Okay. All right. The other thing we're going to use is our Meeden brushes. Obviously, I always use my trusty Meeden brushes because they are my very favorite brush set. And I absolutely cannot tell you enough good things about these brushes. Okay, they leveled my art up so much. I was just so surprised when I got them in about how much easier and better my art was, how much easier it was to paint and how much better my art was. Because I got something on my brush, y'all. That is not good. Okay. They do not rust, which is great because you don't get rust in your, so you won't get rust in your paint. They also stay really tight, so they don't loosen up. They're short, so it's easy to control your strokes, and they hold a ton of water because they're synthetic squirrel hair. And y'all, I think I got gesso in my brush. Because they're synthetic squirrel hair, they hold a lot of water. So your pigment, it's really easy to get buttery, creamy pigments out of it. So I love these brushes. They will definitely level up your art. If you're looking for a professional set of brushes, but you don't want to pay a professional price, then this is definitely the brush set for you. Okay, these are great. I have the 4 set, but the 9 set brush is awesome too. I don't have that. I'm considering requesting some from Meeden and seeing if they'll just, you know, send me some. Just because I want to see, you know, all the sizes that are in the 9 brush set. But okay, I am going to really quickly clean this brush because it has, I think it has some gesso on it from yesterday. I was working on an ornament yesterday and it was not, I don't think I cleaned it good. So when I was using that gesso. So let me just get this clean really quickly so that all that gesso is off my brush, because I don't want it to dry on there and get messed up. There we go. Okay, we're good now. All right, now it is nice and clean. Much better. Okay, all right, so we're gonna be using the medium brushes. Y'all be sure and share this live out. Tap the screen as much as you can. Get all your engagement points up here. We want to try to hit all of the TikTok goals that they set for us, because that gives us a much better chance of hitting that FYP page, and we want to make sure that we do that. So be sure you do all the things. All right, guys. And if we get to 30,000 likes, we will do a giveaway, and I will give away another Someone in Texas Loves Me Christmas ornament. So if we get to that 30,000 likes, we'll do that giveaway. These are what those look like. It is an ornament that is handmade by me that says Someone in Texas Loves Me. So that will be our giveaway if you guys get to 30,000 likes. And who knows, if we get to 60,000 likes, we might even do a different ornament for a giveaway, because I've got some really cute ones, you guys. So, all right, we are going to get started. Oh, also, we are using the Meeden paint toilet. The Meeden water brush dispenser, or water dispenser. So it just flushes your bad water, fills it up with your good water. And look there, I'm empty again. This happened yesterday. I feel like I'm having deja vu. Forgot to fill it up. But this it holds 650 milliliters of water, which is a ton of water. It holds your brushes. It holds your dirty water under here. And this holds 2 of these. So you don't have to empty this until you've gone through 2 of these. This is really good for a time saver. Okay, guys, you don't have to get up and dump your water every time you need fresh water. You can just simply push this button and get rid of it. All right, so this is an absolutely amazing product. It is not a luxury item, guys. This is, for me, a must-have. I do not have running water in my studio, and so this saves me a ton of time, because I can fill this up and I can use it. And then when I get ready to fill it up again, I just go right over here to my little tea jar and I get my fresh water there. And once that's empty, I just go in the house and fill that up. So this lasts me usually a week to 2 weeks. And this will last me 2 or 3 paintings before I have to get up. So it doesn't mess up my creative flow. So this is a great, great product. And also, it's really good for a Christmas gift for somebody. If you have somebody in your life that's a watercolor artist, this will be an awesome Christmas gift, because it's probably something they're not going to spend money on themselves. So if you get it for them, they will absolutely be thankful and love it. So this is a great Christmas gift for that artist that you have in your life, or for yourself. All right, so let me grab some water real fast, and then we will get started. And I'll show you the inspiration pick one more time, just so everybody kind of can see it one more time and have a chance to screenshot it if you didn't the first time, or if you missed it. And then we will get going on it. Sorry, guys, it's taking a little longer because I'm lower on my water, so the pressure is not as much as I'm running low. I need to fill that up this afternoon when I go in the house. All right, and you guys, if y'all will remind me at the end, I made the cutest little Christmas ornament yesterday, and I want to show you guys. But it's outside drying right now because I just sealed it, so it'll be dry by the end. If y'all remind me, I'll show you, because it's super cute. Okay, and I did it with these watercolors, so. Sorry, I'm still taking my supplements, so. Okay. Carrie, thank you for your purchase. Oh my goodness, you guys, don't forget to use the coupon code. Oh, it's not up on the screen, is it, guys? I'm so sorry. Let me get it up there. This coupon code is good every day that I'm on here, that they give it to me. They've been giving it to me pretty much every day. They're doing free shipping right now. They've got flash sales going on, and they have coupon stacks. So if you want to get anything, then definitely stack. My Uber broke down. Thank you for your purchase. You're going to love that water dispenser. I'm not kidding. It is such a great little purchase. Okay. Let's see. You ordered the water toilet. Yay, Sheena. I love it. I love it. That's the best. I'm telling you, you're going to be so happy with it. I promise you. You're going to be like, this is the best thing. Okay. All right, guys. So here is what we are going to do. We are going to start. Let me get this situated because I'm not going to be using the 48 color palette today because you can see that my 2 yellows are a little bit low. So I'm going to go ahead and just use this one. Actually, I probably should use this one. You know what? I'm going to use this one because I might as well just use them up, right? And if I need more, I'll just pull out my 96 color palette. So we're going to use the 48 color palette today. And we are going to do our lemonade stand. And we're going to have to do it. Remember, our calendar is horizontal. Oh, I totally forgot to mention that we're doing the actual calendar, you guys. It's one of the products that I didn't mention. Duh. Okay, so this is the calendar that we're working on. It is the Grabie calendar. It comes with a stand. If I can get it to go together. Okay, so it comes with the stand. And it comes with the calendars on watercolor paper. Okay. So they look like this on watercolor paper. And these are what we've done so far. We've done January. We've done February, March, April, still one of my favorites, May, June, my absolute favorite right now. Yesterday we did July, which turned out super stinking cute. And today we are doing August. All right, so it's going to go like this. It's going to be horizontal is the way we're going to do this lemonade stand, even though in the picture it's not. In the inspiration picture, it is a portrait, but we are doing it as a horizontal one. Thanks, babe. That's my husband, y'all, Don May Project. If y'all don't follow him on TikTok, you guys click that and follow him because he is a musician, and I'm going to pin his comment right there so you guys can follow him on TikTok. He puts out music. He's a disc jockey on the radio, so he does his show live sometimes and just fun stuff that's music related. So if you're into music and that kind of stuff, definitely hit the follow button and follow him. All right, can you show the photo you're doing today? Yes, I'm going to Spirit Wonders. I'm about to do that right now. Thank you for asking me to do that. I'm going to go ahead now and pin our paints. He's on the radio right now, Sheena. He does when I'm on live here, he is on the radio. He has a morning radio show that he has to go into the station and do. So he does a morning radio show every morning from 10 to noon. So that's when I'm on here from 10 to noon. He's on the radio from 10 to noon. So, and trust me, he doesn't want to paint. He's been doing so much painting on our renovation for our house. The last thing he wants to do is paint. Okay, so I am going to show you guys our inspiration picture. Here it is. It is our lemonade stand. So everybody go ahead and get your screenshots if you need to. I'll give you time to do that. And then we are going to get going on this. And honestly, I think we could probably do it without drawing it out, except for maybe the stuff that's sitting on the shelf. What do you guys think? Do y'all want to draw it, or do you want to try to just paint it so we don't have our pencil lines? Because that yellow is going to be awfully light, and it might show our pencil lines, but it's totally up to you guys. What do you guys think? You started drawing it last night, and because it's horizontal, I drew the lemonade banner down across the bottom wood plank. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to have to make it wider and shorter instead of doing it, you know, up and down like that. But that's okay. All right, I think I'm going to, let's go ahead and draw it out because it makes me nervous to not draw it, because what if I make my proportions wrong and then I've already painted it and, you know. Okay. It was super cute. You sent it to me and I was like, oh, that's perfect for August. And August is my birthday month and I love lemonade. I drink lemon water every single morning with to take my supplements. And it's just perfect for my birthday month. All right, guys, cover your home Alexas because I'm fixing to start mine. Alexa, play Spotify. I know I started, I think it was Sheena's yesterday that, that went off when I said that. All right, we are going to start doing our lemonade stand. So we're going to do, we're going to need to do, let me see how I want to do this first. Let's just go, here's our shapes, okay? Let me show you our shapes. Let me grab some paper. I mean, obviously the shapes are there. It's you know, it's not difficult, but just so you guys know, our top is going to be, I don't think I want to do it sideways. I think I want to do it, okay, our top is going to be a rectangle. Okay, and then we're, of course, going to have our little, you know, ruffle. Then we're going to have our side post that are rectangles. We're going to have our bottom that's a rectangle, and then we're going to have our, you know, obviously our lines here. From a standpoint of our lemons and stuff, the thing is that we have these posts, we need to put a lemon here, and that's yellow. So we don't want to draw these posts because if we put our lemon over the top of that brown, it's going to show through. So we're going to have to be careful where we put, you know, where we draw our stuff. So what I think we want to do is do our lemons and do the stuff on the shelf first once we draw it. Once we draw the lemonade stand, and then do the lemonade stand afterwards, like add the color afterwards so that we don't mess up our lemons. So that's what we're going to do. Sorry, I had to think that through, guys. And sometimes thinking it through out loud and drawing on paper helps me do that. So, okay. So that's what we're going to do. All right, guys. Now we're going to start. Let's go ahead and get our, ooh, that's too dark of a pencil. All right, go ahead and draw out the top of our stand. So we're going to go right here at the top, and we're going to draw across the top. And we're going to draw down. I'm going to kind of slant mine out just slightly. Not a ton, but just enough to make it, you know, look like that. You know, like it's flaring out this way. And then we're going to go across here. I'm trying to draw really lightly. You know what? I'm going to use the pencil that came with my 96 color palette because it's a little bit lighter than this one that I'm using. I had a really good light pencil that came in my drawing kit, and I totally and completely misplaced it. So now I don't have it anymore, and it makes me sad because I really love it. All right, so we're going to do our fringe across the bottom. Okay, so that's where we're at. And we'll shade that to make it look like it. Okay, so that's where we're at. And we'll shade that to make it look like it's kind of flapping down. Okay, and we're going to do our stand. And we're going to do these a little shorter because remember, we're doing this in a horizontal nature instead. And we're going to do these a little shorter because remember, we're doing this in a horizontal nature instead of a portrait. So you want to make it shorter than what it is in the picture. Hi, the watercolor paintings. How are you, or painter? How are you? Welcome in. We're doing a lemonade stand today for the month of August for our Grabie calendar series. So today is August. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and draw our tabletop, which is going to go across here. I know, it's super cute. We've done all the way through. We do one every day, and we've gone all the way through the month of July. We did July yesterday, and we are going to do August today. And we're doing a cute little lemonade stand. So we're just drawing it out right now to kind of get an idea of where we want everything to go. Remember, these planks don't have to be perfect because they're boards, and boards are never perfect. They always have flaws. So just know that it doesn't have to be perfect. It's art. No art has to be perfect anyway, especially watercolor. All right. Yeah, it was quite an ambitious taking, but we did it. We're doing it. This is the Grabie calendar we're using. So we are using this Grabie calendar. It comes on watercolor paper like this. It comes like this. I'm just doing it on separate paper because I don't trust myself not to mess it up on here because I'm not that great of an artist. So the Grabie calendar is what we're using, and we're just putting them on once we're done. So some people are doing theirs directly onto their calendar, but I cannot do that. But this is what we've done so far. We've done January, we've done February, March, April, May, June, and July. So today we're working on August. All right. I am giving mine as a gift to a friend for Christmas. So some people, no, I do not sell my art. I just give it away. I mean, I have a few little things on Etsy here and there, but for the most part, I don't. I do other things that I use for an income. So, but the calendar is right here. I just pinned it right there. So you can get the calendar that's already on the watercolor paper, and anybody can create their own. So that's what we're doing. I'm just showing people how to create their own. Carrie, I do have them uploaded and ready to list. They just haven't gone up yet. They'll go up probably, what's today? They usually go up, my Christmas stuff usually starts going up the day after Thanksgiving. So those all my Christmas earrings will go up the day after Thanksgiving. So they're ready to go. I don't launch them until after Thanksgiving. I have quite a few Christmas sets that you're going to probably love. So. All right, guys. All right, let's keep going. We are working on our lemonade stand. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put that down. We're going to use the, we are going to use the Meeden palette and the Meeden #1 brush. Okay. And we are going to start by painting the lemons and the jar, the lemonade, pitcher and stuff on the stand. I'm just going to do some lemons and the pitcher. I'm not going to do the little coffee looking lemonade in the jar that's beside it. I'm going to do just the pitcher and some lemons, and then put some lemons on the other side. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I don't have anything in the space where, what I want to do is I want to make sure that I don't have anything. Erase this area right here to make sure that we have space to draw the lemons. So I'm going to go ahead, and our lemons are going to just be kind of a little oval with a little point at the end like this, and they're going to have a little leaf on them, which we'll add to it. And then we're going to do one that's kind of open, that's like cut in half right here. Oh, I made that a little too low. Hang on. Okay, so we've got that one cut in half. Then we're going to do our picture, and our picture is going to be kind of like, it's going to be kind of like an S, but a thin S, if that makes any sense. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go down and out like this. Okay, I went out a little too far on that. Y'all know I told you this was going to be simple, and so that's why I'm making it hard. Because you guys know that anything I say is going to be simple is going to end up being difficult. Okay, so we have our picture. And then I'm going to draw another lemon right here. And another lemon right here. And they'll have some leaves on them. And I might even put another lemon over here. Just because I want to make sure that we have that space kind of filled. And we'll put some leaves there to kind of fill that in. All right, so that's what we're doing. Now, all the lettering and the banner and the sign and all that kind of stuff we'll do at the end. Actually, we probably shouldn't do that. We're probably going to need to do the sign. So let's go ahead and draw this sign in. So erase the middle. And let's make our sign. So our sign is going to come like this and like this. And it's going to have the bottom. And then it's going to go up like this. Okay, so that's going to be our sign. Okay, all right, so I think that's good. We've got kind of an idea at least. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and start adding some color. So now we're going to take our Meeden #1 brush. The watercolor painter, it is in my bio on my TikTok page. If you go under my bio, there's a link you can click and it'll take you directly to it. It is called, I'm drawing a blank. Hang on. You guys, how am I forgetting the name of my shop? Hang on. I'll show you. I will show it to you. I'll pull it up so that you guys can see that. It is called, hang on. Just a moment. The reason that I can't remember the name, guys, is because my daughter set it up for me many years ago before I was Coach Ellen's Creation. So it's not under that. And I've never changed it. So it's hard for me to remember what the name of it is. Because I always forget. Let's see. Hang on. Where is it? 1 second. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second because I want to make sure that I get this for you guys. Well, maybe. All right. Here it is. It's called Style Simple Design Co. So that is the name of it. Thank you. Everybody else knew the name, but I didn't. Thank you, Stephanie. Oh, goodness. Rubber eraser and roll it over. Yes, Stephanie, I do erase some when I need to before I start painting. If I think it's going to show through, I'll erase it for sure. Because if I don't, then I end up, you know, the paint ends up, or the pencil ends up coming through. So yes, that is my ETSY shop. Sorry, guys. Again, like I said, my daughter created it years ago for me, before I had Coach Ellen's Creations, and I just never have gone and changed the name, which I probably should do. I just haven't done it because everybody else knows me as Coach Ellen's Creations at this point because I've had that for so long. But you don't have to, but if it's something like that's a light color that you feel like is going to show through, you're going to want to do that. And so you can just like lightly erase like this. So you still kind of have your lines there, but they're not going to be super like noticeable. So like I can still see where that is, but it's not going to show through. So that's kind of how I do it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do our lemon, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do just that. I'm going to erase them a little bit so they're not so dark. And we are going to get started putting some color on our lemons, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our brush number 1. I'm going to use the, let's see what color yellow we want to use. I'm going to use this permanent yellow right here. So it's the second one in the 48 color palette and the second one in the 96 color palette. So luckily these are both the same in both palettes. So if you have the 96 color or the 48 color, it's going to be the second one on the top row. Okay, and that's what we're going to use to start. Okay, so we're going to put all of our lemons, we're going to do all of our lemons in that color. So we're just grabbing our color and putting it straight on the paper. We're doing a wet on dry. Okay, we're not going to do any kind of wet on wet right now. Okay, remember your lemons kind of have a little bit of a tail on the end of them. So put that on there. We're going to do this one as a half. And we're going to do these over here. Okay, so we have our lemons like that. Okay, so that's how we're going to get started on that. Now, when we do our picture, what I'm going to do first is the outline of my picture, and then we will do the rest of it. But first, I want to get a detail brush, so I'm going to pull out my Transcend 0. Sorry, I can't show you the number on it. My granddaughter got a hold of it and picked the casing off of it the other day. So, but it's a Transcend 0. And we're going to reach into our water. We're going to get some of that orange yellow, which is the very next color over. So on your palette, it's going to be the third one. Okay, so we're going to use that orange yellow with our detail brush. We're going to give our lemons just a little bit of depth and outline. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go along the edge of my lemon and just kind of give it a little bit of an outline so that it's got a little bit of extra, you know, color to it. Okay. And I'm going to do that with all of my lemons. Just kind of give it And give it some dots to kind of give it some shadows. Okay, so there's my lemons. And then we are going to add some leaves. So I'm going to use the deep green, okay, which is going to be number 5 across on the second from the bottom row. And I'm going to get, and I'm going to put my leaves on there. So our leaves are going to just kind of come out from the top here. I have a hair or something on the end of mine. And then we are going to just make those like they come out into a point, just like that. And I'm going to draw one down here as well. Just coming straight out of that. Okay, so we have our leaves coming out. Young lady, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I need to get me one of those erasers, Sheena, that you roll on your paper. I need to get one of those. If anybody has a recommendation on a brand or anything, let me know, because I need to get one for sure. Okay. All right, we are going to now move on to, I don't want to put my, well, I do want to put some leaves over here. All right, we're going to go ahead and put some leaves over here as well. So these we're going to have come out like this. And I'm going to have, I think I'm going to have one come out here too. I'm going to have it come out. And I'm going to do one right here. I'm going to have this one have 2 of them. And one come in this way. Kind of fill in that space. Okay. All right. So we have our leaves. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stay with my detail brush for a moment, and we're going to do the outline of our picture. And in order to do that, what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to do a wet on wet technique. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to move to my number 1, my meeting number 1. Go ahead, and now is the time to go ahead and dump your water. So go ahead and dump your water and get some clean water. Rinse your brush. Make sure it's nice and clean. Dump that water again and make sure you have clean water. Okay? So now that you have clean water, we're going to fill in the picture with clean water. And I'm going to show you how to do this. Is going to be one of those times where we're going to use a dry brush to pick up pigment and to push pigment to the outer edges to give us an outline of our picture. Okay? So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to get some clean water and we're going to fill in the space where our picture is. So don't feel like, oh, I've got yellow still on my brush. I don't know why. I rinsed it really good. Okay, now. All right, so now we're gonna fill it in with water. It doesn't have to be drenched, but it needs to be glistening enough for the pigment to spread, okay? All right, Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a light blue. So I'm going to use this light blue in, it's the baby blue, which is right here. Okay, so I'm going to use that baby blue. And I'm going to put it into the edges of my picture. So I'm going just along the edges. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry my brush. I'm going to rinse it, dry it. And I'm just going to pick this up. And I'm going to push that pigment to the edge. So that what happens is we get an outline of this blue. But the inside is still kind of clear, all right? So we have a little bit of a blue edging. And now I'm going to take my detail brush. I'm going to dip back into that blue, and I'm going to go along the edge and define it. So we have kind of a hint of blue in the picture, but not so much that it looks weird. And now we outline it with this blue, and then we'll put our lemonade inside of it. Okay, so there's our picture. Hey, Jules, how's it going? No, it does not get mold, Stephanie. What it does is it does get a paint buildup on the bottom sometimes, and I have to like from the dirty water in the bottom of it, I sometimes have to, once I dump it, I have to take a paper towel and clean and wipe the paint off the bottom, but only about every 5 or 6 times that I dump it. And this bottom holds 2 of these. So, and this holds 650 milliliters of water. So it is a really nice little water container. I'll put it below so you can see it. And this coupon code is good for the water dispenser. So not just for the advent calendar, but you can also use this coupon code for the water dispenser. So I'll put it below for a few minutes so you guys can look at that. All right, so we are now going to do the lemonade inside of our picture, okay? So let's go ahead and get our lemonade ready. Let's see, how do I want to do that? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a wet on wet. So I'm going to use my Mita number 1, okay? Go ahead and get some water and just go just where you want your lemonade. So I'm going to start about halfway down my pitcher, and I'm going to make that wet, okay? Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to take my yellow lemon, and I'm going to, or my yellow, permanent yellow, and I'm going to put that in here as my lemonade. Okay, and while it is still wet, I'm going to add just a few little sections with this darker yellow, this yellow orange. I'm going to add just a few little sections with this darker yellow, this yellow orange, okay? But not a ton, just like, I'm just going to dot it so it looks like maybe there's like lemon slices in it, okay? And we're going to let that dry, okay? Or we're going to dry it. And then once we dry it, we're going to add our leaves inside there as well. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys don't forget this meeting code right here stacks. So if they have a sale, you can still use that code and stack it on top of their sale. I just want to make sure you guys know that. I know that several of you guys have products in your cart, so I just don't want you to check out without using that code. And that code is good as long as I'm live. Once I go off live, it won't be good anymore. And I think it's 10%. I think it's a 10% discount that meeting gives me to give to you guys. So, all right. So now we have 10% discount. That meeting gives me to give to you guys. So, all right. So now we have our lemonade inside of our inside of our pitcher. And we are going to go ahead now and put a few little leaves in there. We want to make sure that our leaves are small enough to not overwhelm. So I'm going to put one right here. And I'm going to put one right here. And maybe one right here. Okay, so we have our leaves in there as well. Okay. All right, the other thing that I want to do is kind of bring some of this orange in, this yellow orange, right across the top here. Hang on, I got to get enough on my brush. And I'm going to just kind of bring it across the top. And I'm going to outline a few of these little dotted areas that I put that darker in, so it kind of looks like lemons. Okay. Okay, so there's my lemonade. All right. Now we're going to move on to our sign. So I'm going to go ahead and erase my harsh lines. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my detail brush, and I'm going to use the yellow, the regular permanent yellow, to do the outline of the sign. So I'm going to go around the outline like this. Okay. Honestly, my Transcend brushes will probably work better my Fumi brushes would probably work better for this, but we're going to do it anyway with this one. Okay, I'm going to go across. Almost. Should have used my Fumi. All right, so we have the outline of our lemonade sign. Okay, and we're going to do... This is where the hard part comes in, because the lemonade sign basically is black and then white on top, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to leave this white, and I think I'm going to do lemonade in black so that I don't have to go over it with like a marker, a white marker. So I think that's how I'm going to do this. So I'm just going to leave that for now. We'll decide on that at the end. But let's go ahead and dry it, because now we have our sign identified at least, so we can go around it with the stand. All right, and guys, I know it's a hot mess right now. Just remember, and I always have to remind everybody, trust the process. When we get done, it's going to all come together, okay? So just trust the process. Now is the time to go ahead and dump your water and get some fresh water. and get a good clean brush. And we are going to do now the top of our stand. Okay, now when we do the top of our stand, we have these sections, okay? But to start, we're just gonna do it all one color, all right? We're gonna do all with this permanent yellow. So I want you to just do your entire top with the permanent yellow, okay? So don't even worry about, we'll shadow and everything later. Let's just get the top in there the way we want it with the color. Okay, and then we will do our shading. Okay, so go ahead and fill that in with your color. You want it to stay wet because we're going to do some shading. We want it to be wet when we do that. So make sure you use enough water that you keep a good wet surface. And if you don't, just add water to it when you get ready to shade, okay? All right, so we're gonna do this. All right, so the first thing that we wanna do is we wanna separate our little panels, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our orange, our yellow orange color, okay? And we are going to, you know what, guys? I think it needs to be dry. Let's go ahead and dry it, because if we do wet on wet, it's gonna spread too much. So let's do a wet on dry. So go ahead and dry it. And we'll add water if we need to when we're blending so that it does what we want it to do, okay? But I think if we do it too wet, it's going to spread too much, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to use the yellow-orange now, and we're going to do this first panel. This first panel is going to come down to the tip like this and like this, okay? So what we're going to do is now we're going to wet our brush, and we're going to kind of darken that panel up with this orange color, okay? So we want it to be slightly darker than the other one. We don't want it to be so dark that it's like a huge contrast. We just want it to be the next shade up, which is going to be this orangey yellow. That's why we're only going one over in our palette, because remember, the palette, it shows you how to shade, because it goes from lightest to darkest the way the palette's designed. So that's what we're doing. We're using that to our benefit, and we're going one panel over to make this dark, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to do that all the way across, and then we'll come across here and shade and make that line darker so that it looks like it's kind of flapping over, all right? Yay, we're at 21,000, guys. If we get to 30, we're going to give away, we're going to do a giveaway of the Somebody in Texas Loves You ornament. So make sure everybody hits those likes, taps the screen. All right, guys. Okay, so we're just darkening them up like that, okay? So go ahead and do the next one the same way. Okay, so that's how we darken them up. I know, Carrie, I've been waiting to get that from you. I was going to message you about it, and then I forgot. I got sidetracked and didn't, so that was my bad. I should have reached out and messaged you. Oops. All right, hang on. I need to fix the corner of this really quickly. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and dry that. Oh, where's my heat gun? All right. And now we are going to go across the top the same way. We're going to give it just a little bit of a shade right up underneath there, like this. So it has that look like it's flapping over. And then we're going to want to rinse your brush. And you're going to want to just kind of blend it out with clear. So it's not too much. And it's not a harsh line. Okay, so just play around with it until you get it where you want it. And then once you do, go ahead and dry it. Ooh, uh-oh. Knocked over my brushes. All right. Okay, so we are going to now move on to, well, actually, I think we need to shade in a little bit more of these areas right here. So I'm going to wet these because I want to do a little bit of shading on the edges. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just wet those ones that are darker. Okay, and I'm going to take this, I'm going to do the ochre. I'm going to use the ochre color to do my shading. Okay, so you want to get just a little bit on your brush, and you want to just go kind of along the edge and let it kind of spread on its own. So it's going to do its own little thing. And when it does that, it's going to kind of give it that shading. Now, that seems like a lot. See how it's kind of too dark? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rinse my brush and dry it off. And I'm going to run right along here and just pick that up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rinse my brush and dry it off. And I'm going to run right along here and just pick that up. Okay, so picture. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Wet it. And then add in the ochre around the edges. And then dry your brush and just pick it up. And that gives you that little shaded look. Okay, so it just gives it kind of a fade. Oops. Huh. It's a good thing we're doing some splatter. Okay. All right, and then do the same thing with the other one. Get a little bit of your ochre. Go along the edge. Dry your brush and pick it up. Okay, and just play around with that until you like the way that it looks. And then you're going to move on and you're going to kind of do a little bit of that same kind of shading with these, but you're going to do it with the orange. And you're just going to let it shade. You're not going to do like the harsh lines like this one, like the shading is. So you're going to take your yellow orange and just kind of dab it and let it kind of go where it wants to go and give you a little bit of like a shadow. Okay. Same thing over here. Just kind of give it the water where you want the shading to go. Then put the shading in there and let it kind of do its thing. So it's just barely a difference. Like you can't even hardly, you're going to barely be able to see it. But it's going to be just enough to give it some dimension. Okay. And do each one of those panels that way. And I just kind of dab it in there and I let it spread on its own. I don't do it. I just give it water, and the pigment knows what to do when it touches water. So just let it do its thing. Okay, and just let it shade however it feels like it needs to. Okay, and then go ahead and do a little bit of shading across the bottom here of each one of these. Okay, so I'm going to use the ochre, and I'm going to come in along the bottom just a little bit, not a whole lot, because it'll overpower it if you're not careful. But I want just enough that it's got that shadow. Okay. All right, so now we kind of have that. This is a little harsh. I'm going to kind of blend this out. There we go, that's better. And again, trust the process. If it looks like a hot mess, it's okay, because it's going to be better. It's going to be good when we get finished, okay? All right, so we have that. Now I'm going to go just along the outer edge of this with my detail brush. Actually, I'm going to use my Fumi brush to do this because it holds a ton of water and I can work better with it. So I'm going to grab all my brushes that I knocked over and put them back in the case that they go in, because I knocked them all over a while ago. All right. So now I'm going to grab the Fumi brush, which is this one, and I'm going to go ahead and get some of this orange, this yellow orange, which is the darker yellow we've been using, okay? And I'm going to use that as my guide to kind of just give it a, okay? And I'm going to use that as my guide to kind of just give it a little bit of an outline. The reason I'm using this brush is because it holds a ton of water and it feeds the pigment into it. So it'll keep the color pretty uniform. It won't lighten up. There we go. Okay, so now we have that all finalized. We're at 28,000, guys. If we get to, oh, thanks for the gift, Kristen. If we get to 30,000, we're going to do a giveaway for the Somebody in Texas Loves You Christmas ornament that I made. It is handmade. And I will be sending that out to someone. Carrie, send me your address too when you think about it so I can send you yours that you won the other day. Okay. All right. So now it's time to do the poles. All right. So these are going to be brown. We're going to use a light brown. I think we'll use this dark ochre, and then we'll use the burnt umber for the, the grain. All right. So let's go ahead and pull in this dark ochre. Okay. So let's dump your water, get some clean water, dip into the dark ochre. But you want to have enough water because you don't want it to be super dark. Okay. But go ahead and get that pole filled in. Okay, so you can see I added a lot of water, so it made that hue a lot less dark. But, so it's really saturated. Oh, that's not. There we go. If you do that, just add more water to it and it'll be fine. Okay. Try to get them as close to the same as you can. Just remember, dry your brush if you need to pick up some pigment, if it's too dark or whatever. Okay, and let's go ahead and do the same thing with the table part of the stand. Guys, this is going to be cute. I know it looks like it's a hot mess right now, but it's going to be really cute when we get done. I promise. Remember, wood grain isn't always the same color, so just do the best you can with the color. But remember that it can vary in coloration as you go, because wood is, going to be different based on, the tree that it came from or whatever. So if it gets, a little off, that's okay. Okay. All right. So we have that. So let's go ahead and draw that part and do the grain. Oops. Sorry, guys. I bumped my camera there. All right. We hit 30,000. Yay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's get our giveaway started. So 10K likes. I'm sorry, I'm catching up on comments. Forgot to send you my address. We talked about that. Yay, we hit 30K. Jamie, I'm sorry. You need to get one of those tappers. I've seen them on TikTok Shop. They're like a thing you put on your phone and it taps for you. Oh, thank you, Jamie. You guys are great. Okay, so let's do a giveaway. We're going to do the Texas ornament giveaway. So hang on one second. I'm going to create it. All right. It's about to start. It's going to pop up right here. And just click that, and it's going to talk you through the steps to being in the drawing. Yes, you can tap while you paint. That's right. It'll just keep tapping. So if you want to be in the drawing, just click that bag right there. This is what we're going to be giving away. Okay, it will be, it's a handmade ornament that says "Someone in Texas loves me." And I will, I make these for, you know, my shop. And so I'm going to send out one for you guys. All right. So click the link bag in the, or click the bag in the top left-hand corner of your screen. That'll get you entered into the drawing. And then when it picks a winner, you just simply send me your address. And then when it picks a winner, you just simply send me your address and I will send it to you happily. All right. So you guys definitely, click that button to get into the drawing. Okay. If we get to 60,000, I have some even, whoops, oh y'all, how many times am I going to hit this thing and knock it off? Super frustrating, but it's the only way I have to show you guys the painting. So I have to keep it on there. Let's see, what do I have that's super cute? Oh, I have this one. This one's really cute, guys. If we hit 60,000, I'm going to give one of these away. Just because I think this is stinking cute. It's one of my favorite ornaments that I have. Guys, if we hit 60,000, I'm going to give one of these away. Just because I think this is stinking cute. It's one of my favorite ornaments that I have. Look, isn't that cute? And all of this ornament was done with these same watercolors. I have painted... I paint it with watercolors and then seal it. So I think it's super cute. So if we get to 60,000, we'll give away this. We'll give away one of these because it's so cute. I love it. Buzz, buzz. Okay. But for now, if you want to be in the drawing for the Somebody in Texas Loves You, it's right here. Click that bag and it will, you can get in the drawing for that. Okay. All right, let's see if I can get situated here. Sorry, I've got a cord that I need to get out of my way. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the grain, okay? So now we're going to do the grain. So what we're going to do with the grain, rinse it. Thank you, Kristen, for reminding everybody to click that bag to get into the drawing. Okay, we are going to, let me see, let me get to, I'm going to pop this back on the screen because I want everybody to know what paints we're using. Okay, all right, we are going to dip into our burnt umber now. So we're going to use this darker brown. It's the burnt umber, and it is the 5th one over on the bottom in the 48 color palette. And then in the 96 color palette, it is the last one on the bottom row of your regular colors. So that is where you can locate that. Okay, so we are going to use that to do our grain. Okay, and when we do our grain, we want to make sure that we do light-handed. We just go kind of along and just make little lines, just like you would see in wood. The reason I'm using this Fumi again is because it's going to feed that pigment into the end of my brush, and it's going to feed it the whole time. And so all of my details and everything are going to be all the same color and shade. They're not going to be some lighter and some darker. They're going to all be very uniform because it's going to continue to feed my brush. So we're going to go okay. And maybe we do like a little knot here. Like that. Okay. I'm going to dry that and then I'll move on. I don't want to smear it, so I'm going to dry it before I do the side. All right, and now we're going to come up this side. And you see, guys, how this is all staying the same color? And I haven't dipped back into my pigment because I haven't had to. I'm just using this brush that feeds. Okay. All right, so we have that done. So go ahead and rinse your brush. Switch back to our Meeden #1. And go ahead and get more of that dark ochre. And we're going to do light, dark, light, dark. So we're going to do, let's go ahead and do the light, lots of water first and make it light. We'll do those first. Okay, and then you guys, I forgot to upload yesterday's replay, so I apologize. I'll get those uploaded today. I just totally forgot about it. I got busy and forgot to upload them to my YOUTUBE. But I will get them done today along with this one. But I will get them done today along with this one. Or maybe I did upload it and I just don't remember. Who knows? These days I'm not always remembering things. Remember, who knows? These days I'm not always remembering things. Get a little bit more color in that one. So did y'all see how I did that? I just needed to darken it up. So I just added a little bit of pigment and then and then with the brush that had just clean water on it, I just spread it out and it darkened it up just enough. Okay. All right. We have under 5 minutes left on our giveaway. So click that bag if you've not already done that. And it will. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our dark. So we're just going to use that same color, but we're going to go in with a darker. We're not going to use as much water as we did on, of course, I don't want it quite that dark. We're not going to use as much water as we did on the other ones. And so it's the same color. We're just going for a darker shade as we did on the other ones. And so it's the same color. We're just going for a darker shade. Sorry, guys. I thought I was on Do Not Disturb, but I wasn't, so. I'm surprised it's the first phone call I've gotten since I've been on here. Usually it's going off constantly. So we're just making these panels in between a little bit darker, but the same color, just a darker shade. So you can kind of distinguish between the panels. And we'll outline it too. That'll make it kind of all come together as well. But for now, let's just get the panels on here. Okay. Let me just make sure this is clean lines. All right. So now we have our little boards. Make that dark enough. Okay, let's dry it. And then we will do our details. All right, we got 49 seconds left, guys, in the drawing. And then we're going to see who won it. And we will give away the Posty Soul, the brush. They are the Meeden brushes. And they are amazing. I will put them below for you guys. Sorry, I missed that comment because I was painting, but here they are. And let's see who our winner is for our giveaway, guys. It is about to go. We've got 10 seconds left on our giveaway. Hit that bag. Make sure you're in the giveaway before the timer runs out. And then we will... You are so welcome, Posty Soul. All right, let's see who won it. Dun, dun, dun. Stephanie Wunderlich, you are our winner. Yay. Yay, Stephanie. So Stephanie, you're going to get the Christmas ornament. That is the Someone in Texas Loves You. All you have to do is DM me and I will send it to you. So make sure you DM me with the address of where to send it, and I will make sure to send it to you. All right. Congratulations. Every 30,000 likes, we always do a giveaway. So this will be the giveaway at 60,000. If we hit the 60,000 mark, this will be our giveaway. If not, tomorrow when we hit our 30,000 mark, we'll give this one away. Okay. But we'll try to get to 60 today if we can. I'm going to switch back over to my Fumi brush for my detail work. Okay. So again, this one feeds the pigment and water to the tip of the brush so you can get a good consistent flow, and that way they kind of all stay the same. So I am going to do that. We're going to dip into our burnt umber, which is, oh, that was black. I don't want to do that. Sorry. Wrong one. No, wait. Yeah. Burnt umber, which is right here. Okay. And we are going to do our detail. Okay. So let's do our grain. Okay. So our grain is going to be some are thin, some are thick. Can have knots in it like that. Just whatever you feel like you want yours to look like. This is kind of whatever you want. There's no rhyme or reason to wood grain, so just do it how you feel. I like to do knots in mine. So I'm just doing this randomly, guys. I know, Stephanie, congrats. You just have to DM me your address, okay, where you want me to send it. So if you just go in and shoot me a message, let me make sure that I'm following you. Yeah, so that you can send me a direct message and send me the information so I know where to ship it, and you will get it hopefully in time to put on your tree when you get ready to decorate. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to get a tree up. It's been a while since I've been able to have a tree because I was living in a motorhome. But now that we're in our tiny house, this is the first Christmas in our new tiny house. So I am going to put up a tree. And I'm going to enjoy that tree. And I have this cute ornament that I made for our homestead. That is a little barn, and it says Handmade Homestead, and it has all of our names on it, and it has the date, the year. So our first Christmas in our new homestead. So it's really, and it has the date, the year. So our first Christmas in our new homestead. So it's really cute. I don't have it to show you guys. I'm not sure what I did with it, but I made it and I just love it. Oh, I think it's over here. I'll pull it from in a little while and show you guys. All right, so we have our little our wood grain, and let's see. This is it. It's super cute. So we moved in last year but we moved in. We weren't in the tiny house last year, so I wasn't able to put this on our tree. But this year I'm going to get to put it on our tree because we're actually in the house this year. So I'm super excited. But that's me, Gaga, and Bumpa. That's my husband. That's what my grandkids call him. And then my daughter and my son-in-law and my grandson and my granddaughter. So that is going on my tree this year for the first year that I have a tree in our homestead. So I'm excited. So I do a lot of custom ornaments. So, all right, let's go ahead and outline this a little bit. So let's take this and just kind of go along the edge to kind of bring it all together. And notice I still haven't had to dip into this. I haven't had to re-dip this Fumi brush. I love these brushes, y'all. Thank you, Jamie. All right, so there it is. Now we're going to do our lemonade in the center. And I really do think I'm going to do that in black, you guys. I think that that's going to be the best way to do it. I think I'll mess it up if I do it in anything other than black. If I try to do a black background with a white lettering, I'm going to mess it up. I know I will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along the outline again with this yellow one more time, just to make sure that that's nice and smooth. Along the edge. Okay, like that. And then we will do the lemonade. Let me dry it because I don't want to smear it. Oh, I don't know what that is. All right. Okay, so we have our lemonade on there. And then we're going to do our base. So our bottom. So go ahead and just put some clear water underneath yours, wherever you want it. And let's do this light ochre color, just kind of along the bottom. Okay, just like that. And you can even add in some of the dark if you want, a little bit here and there. Just to kind of have that ground. Okay. All right, so there that splatters. Don't think we're getting out of that. We're going to use the the orange yellow splatter and the brown. So I'm going to go ahead and get this dark orange or this orange yellow right here first. Go ahead and get this dark orange or this orange yellow right here first. And I'm just going to splatter where I want those to go. This is what's going to tie it all together and make it look amazing. All right, and now I'm going to do the brown. And when we do the dark brown, just remember that you want to go lightly, because you don't want to overdo the brown, because it's dark and it could definitely overtake things if you're not careful. Okay. All right. Rinse your brush and then dry your masterpiece, you guys. This is cute. Such a good idea, Carrie. So glad you suggested it. Oh, you're decorating for Christmas this weekend? My mom's already got all her stuff out. All right, guys, here we are. Look at how cute that is. I am in love with this one. This is a good one for my birthday month because I really, really like it. So let's get it onto some paper. Let's get it onto our calendar. And remember, I always use the brayer to put mine on. I'm going to pull it up for you guys so you know what brayer I'm using. This is a really good brayer, guys. My other one that I have was really squeaky because it had the metal on it. This one doesn't, so it doesn't squeak. I really, really like it a lot. So, so this is the brayer that I'm using. Okay. We're going to use our handy dandy Dollar Tree glue. And make sure we get our edges really good. Let me move this out of the way. Get our edges really good. And then our glue all over it. I always go over my edges twice because I like to make sure that they stay on there really good. Okay, and then you put it on. I should add that tapper thing to my shop. You're right, I should do that. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it and add it so you guys can find it. And we're just going to roll it on. And this just presses it down nice and neat. Gets the edges all stuck really good. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So now that is on there. I don't know. Should I do a yellow border? I think I'm going to do a yellow border. Let me see. So now that is on there. I don't know. Should I do a yellow border? I think I'm going to do a yellow border. Let me see what yellow I have. Because I know I have yellow, but I don't know if I have the kind of yellow, the color yellow that I would want. And if I don't, I'm not going to do it. Let's see. I do. I have this yellow. I'm not sure. Let me see what color that is. I want to check it on the paper. All right, and then let's see. I don't think I have. Let me see what else I have that's yellow. I have this. Oh, that's not going to be a good yellow. I don't like that, I don't think. So let's see. Let's see which one I like the best. Let me grab my brushes. And decide on which one I want to use. This one is the mustard seed. This is the fossilized paper. All right, so let's see which one I like the best. All right, this is mustard seed. I just got to practice. All right, so that's the mustard seed right there. Yay, I'm so excited. Use the coupon code if you can. If it lets you use it, it should let you use it. Stacy. All right, let's see. I think I like this one. I think I like this one best. We're going to use that one. All right, so this is the month of August, guys. We managed to do all the way through the summer. How exciting. We're going to step into September tomorrow. We will be doing for the month of September. So if you guys have any suggestions for September, please feel free to message them to me, and I will be happy to consider them and decide on what we want to do for the month of September. Ooh, I love this yellow. You know, yellow is, in my older years, has become one of my favorite colors. Purple has always been my favorite color. Since I was little. But, oh, I got it on there. It's all right. But this yellow is really pretty. So I think yellow is my second favorite color, but it's quickly becoming my first. My Aunt Pam, her favorite color was yellow. She had everything yellow when I was young. Like her room was all done in yellow, and just everything she did had yellow in it. Yellow daisies was her favorite flower. Oh, that looks so pretty, guys. I'm not even worried about that. I wish that had landed on the 23rd. It would have been marked for my birthday. Instead, it landed on the 20th. All right. So there we are. I love it so much. You are so welcome, Zep Girl. Stephanie, this is a, it's by Ranger, and it is a distress ink. Whoops, sorry. It's a distress ink. I just get it off of the big box store that you order everything from that starts with an A. And I have it in every possible color you can imagine. And I use these little makeup brushes to put them on. So, so this one is the mustard seed, and this was the Fox Alive Amber. So, but yeah, I use distress inks and distress oxides as well. They have them in spray form. They have them in pad form, ink pad form like these. I use them for a ton of different, like, mixed media stuff. I do a lot of mixed media art, and these are very, very beneficial in art journaling and mixed media. So I use them for that. But I also have been using them to kind of blend out my paper, because I'm adding these to my calendar instead of doing them directly onto the paper. But I also have been using them to kind of blend out my paper, because I'm adding these to my calendar instead of doing them directly onto the paper, because I don't trust myself not to mess it up. So instead of doing it directly onto the calendar, I've been doing it on paper and then putting it on the calendar. And that way, if I mess it up, I can start over. I haven't had to start over yet. And I should have just trusted myself, but I didn't. So now I'm just having to do them all on a separate paper so it matches. But I want you guys to see it, okay? So we're going to put it up here so we can go through it, because you know I'm going to go through each little page. All right. Here we go. Let me pull up the calendar so that you guys know where to find it. It's right here, so it is now linked below. This is the Grabie calendar. We have now finished August today. So we have gone from January. We started with January. Then we did February, March, April, May, June, July, and August. Oh my gosh. This one is definitely moving into the #1 spot for my favorite. Guys, that is so stinking cute. You guys have to send me yours. If you don't post them, I want to see them. Like, definitely send me them in a DM if you don't want to post yours. Because I want to see you guys, the ones that y'all do. I love this one so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the replay of this one will be up on my YOU TUBE channel. When I get off of here, I'm going to go and get yesterday's and today's posted. The other ones are already up, but I think it was, let me just check. Let me see. I have through May already up. So June, July, and August will go up today. I'm sorry that I haven't. Oh, actually, yeah. I haven't gotten those up. So June, July, and August will go up today. So if you're wanting the replays, you can grab those on my YOU TUBE channel. Wanting the replays, you can grab those on my YOU TUBE channel. Out so good. My BFF is gonna be so in love with this calendar. She is gonna be like, what? I cannot believe you made me a calendar for the entire year. So I am super excited. Yay, Stacy Lee. I'm so glad you're getting the Meeting box. You're going to love it. We're going to do that in December. We're going to unbox each day, and we're going to do a tutorial with whatever the art supply is for that day, because I just think it'll be fun. Okay? All right. Anybody have any questions about anything? Yay, I'm glad. Thank you for supporting my showcase, Stacy Lee. So if anybody has any questions about any of this that we use today, anything that we use today, be sure you use the coupon if you're getting anything out of my showcase that's Meeting related. This coupon right here is what you're going to want to use to stack on top of any sales they have going on, all right? So let's go through what we used. We used our Meeting palette, of course. This is our 48 color palette that we used today, but they have a 96 color palette that I also have, and I love them both. The 48 color palette comes with 6 neons and 6 metallics and all of your regulars. It comes with a pencil, an eraser, a brush, a sponge, and your places to mix. Now, the 96 color palette comes with the palette that folds out like this, and also it detaches, so you can use it however you want for mixing. And then it comes with 30 metallics. It comes with 12 macaroon colors, and it comes with 6 neons. It also comes with 48 regular colors as well. And guys, the neons in these palettes are super vibrant and super beautiful. I just cannot get over like the colors and the brightness of the way that these neons shine. Look at those neons, guys. Like, those are so pretty. And then all these shimmery, look how shimmery and sparkly all of the metallics are as well. So, really pretty palette. Really pretty colors. And honestly, the price on this palette is a really great price. I think that the, watercolors can be very, very pricey. But the thing about this is I've used this particular palette right here, this 48 color palette, for a year and a half. And I use it every single day, multiple times a day. And look how much paint is still left in it. Now I've refilled the white, and I am running a little bit low on these 2 yellows. But honestly, other than that, oh, and the gold. But I mean, a year and a half, guys, for what does it cost? I don't know, 25 bucks or 30 bucks. I don't even know, but I think it's under $30 for the 48 color palette. And it is, and it lasts so long. Like, I've had it over a year and a half and have used it every single day, multiple times a day. So it is a palette that is definitely a big bang for your buck. So if you're looking for a really good palette, whether you're a professional artist or a beginner, this is a great palette. Do the tubes come with the gold? Yes, the tubes do have a gold in them. Let me pull out my tubes so you guys can see what they come with. The tube sets come with this metallic gold right here. And they also come with a metallic silver right here. This silver as well. So they have 2 of the 2 metallics in them. So they come with quite a few, but they come with these 2 metallics. And it's 48 colors. quite a few, but they come with these 2 metallics. And it's 48 colors. You get really large tubes. Yesterday they were running low on these, but I think they might have restocked. There was only like 1 of these left yesterday, but I think they've restocked since then. So, whoops, it's falling. But anyway, so yeah, they come with a metallic silver and a metallic gold. And I will be putting that gold into my palette when I run out of everything. So I'll use it as a refill. Okay, so again, I've used this every day for 1.5 years. I bought this palette as a beginner. I didn't know anything about painting or anything about watercolor painting. And so I got it so that I could learn. And that is what I did. I started watching videos. I started following people that did watercolor, and that's how I learned. So it is a skill set. And I know I do too, Jamie. And I have their porcelain palettes, and I love to put their tube paints in those and just let them dry out, and then I just use those. And a lot of times I'll do that when I'm doing my painting here with just me. I'll do it like that. And but I really just, I don't know why I love this palette so much. I just always, it's just been such a good palette for me, and so I really like it. So that is the palette that we used today. The other thing that we used is this amazing little water dispenser, where we call it the paint toilet, and you just dump your paint and you get fresh water, fresh clean water. Now that had a ton of paint in it, so if that happens, I'll swirl my brush around in it, and then I will dump it again and get fresh water. So but it is such a huge time saver, because what happens is you have to, when you're doing watercolors, you need to get clean water pretty regularly. So if you're using cups, you have to get up, dump your water, get new fresh water about, pretty much almost every color change, if not every color change, every hue change. So you need to, or every, like if I'm changing from every hue change. So you need to, or every, like if I'm changing from a yellow to a yellow orange, I may not have to need new water. But if I'm changing from a yellow to a black, I'm going to need new water, or a black to a yellow. So I have to change it. So I have to get up and dump it and then refill it. But this, you don't have to do that. You just fill this up. It has 650 milliliters of water in it. Fill it up. It'll last you 2 or 3 paintings before you have to get up and change your water out. So this is a huge time saver. It also holds your brushes, and it's made of heavy duty silicone and heavy duty plastic, so it doesn't leak. It does not mold. It does get a layer of paint sometimes on the bottom here inside that I wipe out with a paper towel, but that is about it. Like, I've not had any issues with this. It doesn't clog. It's been such a good little tool for me to have. It's not something that I would have spent money on, but me didn't send it to me. And then as soon as I got it, I realized very quickly that I should have spent money on it, and I should have bought it long before I got it. And if something were to happen to this, I would definitely buy another one. I bought one for my grandson for Christmas. He's going to be so excited because we're always fighting over this one. But I can tell you that this is a definite must-have in a studio, especially if your studio doesn't have running water like mine. So that is another thing that we used. And then the other thing that we used were the Meeden brushes, which are, and the Fumi brushes, which are right here. Hang on one second. Let me put this away so I don't get a big mess here. But my Meeden brushes are my very favorite brush set of all of my brushes. And they are right now, you can use this coupon if you want to, but I got the Meeden Advent and the water brush washer for $65 yesterday. Somebody else messaged me and told me the same thing, that they got both of those for like super, super inexpensive. I think it was, my Uber broke down, messaged me and told me that they got them for $65. They got both the water dispenser and the brush set for $65, which is such a great price, you guys. I don't know, like, seriously, crazy, crazy amazing. Oh, that's your other account. Okay. Yes. So, that is a really, really good price. These brushes do not rust. They hold a ton of water. They keep their shapes really well. They're short, so you can control your strokes. So they're a really nice set. So if you're looking for a good professional set of brushes, but you don't want to pay those professional prices. Oh, cool. My For Fun account. Cool. I need to start me a My For Fun account. Oh, cool. My For Fun account. Cool. I need to start me a My For Fun account. Or is the Grabie calendar. And that is the thing that we've been working on. And we are doing each month, every day. Okay, I'm going to do it over here. Every day, through the month of August. So let me pull that up for you guys. If you haven't grabbed one of these, you can paint it directly onto the calendar because it is watercolor paper. And it is absolutely stunning. Move this out of the way here so that I can back this up for you guys so y'all can see it. Okay, so it is such a cute calendar. It comes with a stand. And so we'll carry on shopping. We've been doing each month, every day. Today was August. We did the month of August today. We have already done, and all of the replays are on my YOUTUBE channel. If you missed any of these lessons, you can grab them replays on my channel. This was January. This was February. March was January. This was February. March. April. Yes, Tube of You. That is correct. May. June. July. And today we did August. Oh my God. Whoa. I love this one. August is my favorite now. You guys, it just surpassed June, which I thought was going to be hard to do because, guys, I love June. I love the colors. I love the beach. I love everything about anything beachy. So this is totally and completely was my favorite up to this point. And I did not think I was going to be able to top that. But I just want you guys to know that this is now my favorite. So the month of August is now my favorite. Oh, you like January? Yeah, it's a cute one too. I love January. I love them all. I mean, they all turned out really good. And I am so thankful that I have you guys to paint with every day because I don't think that I would get this finished if I just was by myself. So you guys are holding me accountable to get it done because I want to have it ready and wrapped up for Christmas for my BFF. So, so thank you guys for holding me accountable and us getting together and painting it every day. I cannot wait to see y'all's renditions of what we've done. So be sure you send them to me in a DM or send them to me or tag me in them if you post them. All right. This is the meet-in code if you want to grab the Advent calendar we're going to be doing in December or any other meet-in product you can use this code on to save a little bit. And of course the Grabie calendar, grab it if you haven't already. And I will tell you that the replays for all of these are on my channel, my Tube of You channel, and you can get that in off of my TikTok page. I have the LINK is there. So any questions on anything before I hop off of here today? Don't forget to I'm excited for you too, Stacy Lee. Don't forget to show me, or don't forget to send me your address if you won the drawing. We are at 53,000 right now in likes. I can keep chattering and get us to 60,000 to give another giveaway, or we can give away tomorrow. I don't know that I have much more to really say today, but if anybody has any questions about anything, I'm happy to answer those. And I will show you one more time. I'll show you guys the keep chatting one more time. I'm going to show you guys the meet-in palette because I love it so much, and you guys know how much I love this palette. And I'm going to show you both of them. So we have the 48 color palette. Okay, this is the 48 color palette. Yes, there's tons of really good prices right now, guys. This is the best time to purchase because they have sales going on. And they have coupon codes that they're giving me for lives. This coupon code will not be good once I get off of this live. So take advantage of it. You can stack it on top of any sales. This comes with 48 colors. It comes with your metallics and neons. You get 6 neons and 6 metallics. I have used this multiple times a day for at least a year and a half, and it is absolutely amazing. I have plenty of paint left. I have refilled the white. I'm running a little low on the yellows and the gold, but other than that, it has lasted me, and I'm telling you guys, it's my ride or die palette. I pull it out every day and use it multiple times. I love it. It comes with a pencil, an eraser, a brush, a sponge, and a place to mix in the back. It's a good little travel palette you can carry with you anywhere you go, and I use it all the time. It's creamy, it's buttery, perfect for the seasoned artist and also for a beginner. All right, I love this 48 color palette. Now I recently upgraded to the 98 color palette, which comes with 30 metallics. It comes with 12 macaroons, and it comes with 98 color palette, which comes with 30 metallics. It comes with 12 macaroons, and it comes with your 6. And these are a little color palettes, so you kind of have, you know, some neons that are a little different than all of your 48 regular colors. Goes from lightest to darkest, both of them do. And that teaches you how to shade really well. And it comes with a brush and a pencil and an eraser and 2 art sponges. And then it comes with this little fold out palette that can be detached. So it can fold out and you can use it like this, or you can take it off and use it however you want to. And then when you get ready, excuse me, you just fold it in like this and close it up, and you're ready to go. Such a great little palette. I love it. All right, guys. Here is the calendar. We'll go through that in just a second. We're almost at 60,000. When we get there, guys, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to go grab my ornament that I made yesterday to show you guys. I made it with this medium palette. It is so cute. I can't stand it. Okay, I showed you guys my Santa one. That was the Santa suit. I don't know if you guys remember this one. That's the Santa suit, right? And it's got little Santa's name on it. Okay, so that was so this was super cute, and I had a lot of people who absolutely loved this. I didn't see it come through, Stacy, but it might come through on a different one. If you've had it in your cart, it won't show on this live. It'll show on one of my past lives. So that's fine. As long as you use my link, it'll come through. Thank you for doing that. Okay, but this is the new one that I just did. Look how stinking cute that is. Look, it's got Mrs. on it because this is Mrs. Claus. Isn't that cute, guys? Look at how stinking cute that is. Oh, yeah. Okay. Then it'll come through on there, Stacey Lee. Thank you. Look how cute. I love this. My mom is going to love it because she dresses as Mrs. Claus at Christmas for photos for my daughter's photography business because she's got white hair and she looks so stinking cute as Miss Claus. I told her she needs to start a TikTok and be Mrs. Claus. But this was the Santa suit, and this is the Mrs. Claus's suit. So that's a little set. I also have a few more. I knew you would, Mom. I knew you would fall in love with this. Is that not the cutest thing ever? So cute. I love it so much. It came out so good. So now I have the Santa and the Mrs. Claus. Now I've also got a few other ones that go in this collection that I haven't finished yet. I'll show you guys when I get them finished. I'll post the collection on my TikTok page. But it's so cute. I love them. These are also going to be available on my ETSY. So as a set. And Her reindeer moose earrings. Oh. Did I show y'all those, or are those in my ETSY shop? I can't remember. Anyway, so I just thought these were cute. I just love this. This turned out so good. So I'm going to do several sets of these to have in my booth at my my in-person event that I've got coming up. So I think these are going to be very popular. Oh, I did show them to you? Okay, cool. I couldn't remember because I had them listed last year and I didn't know if I still had them listed or not from last year. So in my shop. And I also did these, which I thought were really cute. These little fall earrings. Aren't those cute? Like, I love these, the way that these turned out. I like little fall earrings. Wish you were close to me so I can go to the show. I know. I do too. I wish you were too. All right. Let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and set up the giveaway. We're close enough. I'm going to say we're close enough to 60,000. You just keep tapping. Keep tapping. I'm going to clean my lens, though, because for some reason my thing is blurry. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, and while we're getting to that 60,000 mark, everybody tap, tap, tap. I'm going to go ahead and get the giveaway set up. We're going to give away this right here. Okay. Also, if you haven't, white birch trees in a house with a bunny rabbit. Oh, cool. That's cool. You guys, if you haven't grabbed your engagement points up here in my fan club, be sure you do that before I get off of here. Make sure you grab all of that for the day, because you can do that once a day for my fan club members. But we're going to give this away. I think it's super cute. It was hand painted with the Mead and Watercolor set. And it was laser cut and hand painted and put together by me and all the things. So this was handmade by me, and I want one of you guys to have it. So we are going to give this away, and I'm going to get that giveaway set up right now. Okay. So I'm doing that as we speak. And I'm just going to do a 5-minute one because I'm not going to be on here much longer. I'm going to get off of here. So we're going to do a 5-minute giveaway. And it will be ready. Oh, your dad's a beekeeper? Oh, I hope you win. So everyone tap the screen. Tap, tap, tap. We got to get to 60,000 for me to start that giveaway. Also, my #1 gifters up here, you guys follow them. Make sure you follow their accounts and all of the things. Thank you, Carrie, for the heart puff. I appreciate that so much. You guys always help me out by giving me gifts and all of the things, and that really helps my account to get to the levels that I need to get my stuff seen. So thank you guys so much. We are so close to getting there, guys. Just keep tapping. We're almost there. You guys tell me what you think about this ornament set that I painted. I think it's super cute. I mean, honestly, Santa and Mrs., you can't. Like, that's so stinking cute. And guys, I did all of these ornaments. I did this ornament. I did these cute little earrings, these little fall leaf earrings. I did them all with this Mead and palette, okay? When I say I use that Mead and palette every day, multiple times a day, I'm not lying. Like, I sit all day long and create earrings and ornaments and all kinds of stuff for my shop. And I have my Mead and palette out using it to do that all the time. I even do like big shelf sitters and stuff with my palette. So like, it's not just small stuff I do big signs and stuff with it as well. And I use the watercolors for everything because it helps me. If you use watercolors, you can still see the grain of the wood, and I love that look. So you can definitely I just feel like you get a better look with watercolors on wood than you do. It looks almost like a stain instead of like a solid paint that's opaque. Watercolors on wood than you do. It looks almost like a stain instead of like a solid paint that's opaque. I love the translucent nature of watercolors and how they look on wood. So, all right, we're at 60K, guys. I love the translucent nature of watercolors and how they look on wood. So, all right, we're at 60K, guys. We're going to start that giveaway. So it has started. It is going to go for 5 minutes. It will be this right here. Click that bag. It is going to tell you what to do to be in the giveaway. It's going to give you all the instructions. Be sure you get in there, and that way we can give somebody this cute little ornament. Now, when you win, you're going to need to message me where you want me to send it to. Jamie. Oh my goodness, cracks me up. I know. I'm going to get that clicker and put it in my shop. I'm going to put it in my shopping bag for you guys. All right. So if anybody has any questions about any of the products that we use today before I get off of here, we are going to, hey, Loafing Around Bakery. I didn't see you come in the room. Oh, you have a beehive. Well, then you're going to love this little ornament. Isn't that cute? It's hand painted with the meat and watercolors. I made it myself just for you guys to have this drawing. I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give it away today. So, I hope that somebody who has bees or knows a beekeeper gets it. It'll be awesome for them. I think it's super, super cute. This is one of the ornaments that'll be available in my ETSY shop as well. When the day after Thanksgiving. On Black Friday is when all of my Christmas stuff goes up in my shop. So if you're looking for any of my Christmas stuff, I know somebody was asking about my earrings. So all of my Christmas earrings will be up in my shop, and all of my Christmas ornaments will be up in my shop the day after Thanksgiving. Okay. All right, so click the bag if you want to be in the giveaway. Anybody have any questions about the products? Let's go through our calendar again because I want everybody to see we are all the way through August. I cannot believe we're all the way through August in this calendar. It seems like it's gone a lot faster than I expected it to, but we have this is our January. Let me pull it up though first. Before we do that, I'm going to pull it up on the screen so everybody knows what we're using. The Grabie calendar. And we have done January so far. Now we've done February. This is March. April. May. June. July. And today's August so much. I love the yellow. All right, so that is where we are at. We just finished this tutorial today. We will have another tutorial tomorrow for the month of September. If anybody has any ideas of what to do for September, send them to me, DM them to me, and I will consider every idea and see what we decide on. But we will be doing September tomorrow. So I hope that everyone will join me tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time or at or around that time. I was running a little late today because I was behind schedule, but we will be doing that during September. I don't know yet. I'm hoping that people will send me some ideas for September. I will get on and look. And we will see. Maybe school related, since that's the month school starts back up. Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. School. I was thinking, I'd thought back to school, but not everybody has kids that go back to school. But that's a good one. Also, we could do maybe just something fall, kind of like when we did this acorn one. Y'all remember this one? I loved this one. It's so pretty. It turned out so good. I have it in a frame. I loved it so much I framed it. So, oh, apple picking. That's a good one too. Apples. I don't know if I can do apples, but I can try. But yeah, so if you guys have any ideas, send them to me. If you see anything cute, Jamie, you see any back to school ones that are cute, send it to me and we'll all decide on which one we want to do. because we can decide together and make some decisions. I'm not the sole person who has to make the decisions. So if you guys want to send me some, I will be totally willing to take into consideration what you guys want to do. So, all right, we got 20 seconds left in the giveaway. If you have not joined it, click that bag really quickly. Get in the giveaway before it's over with. And I'm going to look here to see who our winner is. And then I'm going to hop off of here and I'm going to go have some lunch. So let's see who our winner is. Let's see. It is the smiley face, the one that said her dad was a beekeeper. I don't know what to call you except smiley face. So smiley face won it, and your dad's a beekeeper. How exciting is that? That is so cool. That's totally crazy. That's perfect, though. I'm so glad. Okay, so I'm going to send this to you. All you have to do is send. Okay, so I'm going to send this to you. All you have to do is send me. Let me make sure I'm following you. Okay, send me a DM and with where you want me to mail it, and I will be happy to send it to you. All right. So you are our winner for the Buzz Christmas ornament today. Handmade, hand painted by me. And it was done with the Meeden palette, the Meeden watercolor palette. So I want everybody to know what palette I use to paint this. And that is the palette. So, all right, guys. Okay, guys, I am going to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be doing, we have a chicken coop near the beehives and the garden and flowers. Oh, cute. Yeah, we have a chicken coop too. We're thinking about starting a beehive. So I'm not quite sure when, but we've talked about it because we've got the chicken coop is going to be going up in the back part of the yard. The chicken coop currently is at my daughter's house in her backyard in town. So, but when they move out here and we get the main house done, if you guys don't follow my other account, our other account is our renovation account of the 1860s homestead that we bought. We're renovating the 1860s house. This is the account for that. If you guys want to follow that renovation and homestead account, this is it. And we have ducks and chickens and you know, the whole thing. So, but a beehive is on our list to do. So ducks are fun. Turkeys are awesome. I don't know about turkeys, but we have ducks and we have chickens, but I'm not sure about the turkeys. We have 14 chickens and 3 ducks. So we did have 4 ducks, but one of our ducks had to unfortunately go away. So okay, so if you guys don't have any other questions on anything, I will send this out to you guys, to the winner today. And they are like puppies. Really, Jamie? Seriously? Why do I think you're exaggerating? I'll have to see. Oh, you have 10 chickens, Stacey Lee? Cool. All right, guys. I love you guys. We will talk soon. Definitely click the follow on my homestead account if you guys haven't. Also, we will be on at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow for the month of September. Send me your ideas if you have any. Here was today's tutorial. It was the lemonade stand. Oop, hang on, let me get it. It was the lemonade stand, and I absolutely love it. Turned out super cute. Thank you, Carrie, for the get it. It was the lemonade stand, and I absolutely love it. Turned out super cute. Thank you, Carrie, for the suggestion, and I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye.